De Beers Technologies here provide instruments and machinery to the De Beers group as a whole, but we also provide instruments that go to external users, laboratories, grading laboratories that could use for consumer confidence instruments, so for anything from grading stones to detecting synthetic stones in natural diamonds. We did all our original 3D printing through a bureau service, and then discovered that actually the amount of printing we were doing quickly was going to justify buying a printer of our own. We have a Fortus 360, but that Fortus 360 is now running pretty much non-stop with either production parts or with research and development parts that we need to run for the various projects that are going on. The fact that that machine then is available not just for your production parts or the parts you're doing, but also it's here 24/7, so you can be putting parts on there, the engineers can be using it on a daily basis round the clock to be putting parts on, even small parts, fitting them into a production build, which gives you the flexibility to produce your prototypes or any test pieces that we need in a much quicker fashion.
You come up with an idea and you think, will it work? You design it, you put it on the printer overnight or the same day. That day or the next day you're testing it, you're looking at what it does, what goes wrong, how it works, what are its weaknesses, what are the strengths of the design. You modify that design, you put it on the printer, and then potentially the next day or the same day again, you're testing the next iteration. And in terms of development time reduction and pipeline, you can't put a price on the value that 3D printing has saved us.
When we purchased the Fortus 360, we obviously went out for a number of quotes, but SYS, were the people that gave us the best package with no quibbles. They just said, this is the package, and it was the best one we had. And that really gave us a bit more confidence compared to where else we've been. And in the end, the delivery came through very quickly. The support, the installation went through very quickly, and we were up and running.
Avenues that weren't available to you as an engineer before now are. It's changed the way we work as engineers and as designers. We're now creating parts where we're designing a part just for 3D printing and thinking, forget about the current issues and restrictions that machining or casting gives you, because 3D printing doesn't suffer from those issues. This part here is a measurement cell, so it's an optical cell we've designed that we use in one of our machines. And actually at the moment, the way it's been designed, there's no other way to make it than additive manufacture. You can put in the features that can't be machined into the 3D printed part and then post-machine it, and you get a part that couldn't be made any other way and has many benefits because of that. In terms of production costs, it's a successor to a current machine we have. Even with the post-processing of this part, it was 3 or 4 times sort of a reduction in price than we'd spent before, because it's a much cheaper process. This part's got a lot more to it and offers a lot more benefits than that simple part we have machined, and yet we're still seeing a lot of financial benefits in using it and using 3D printing to produce it.
There have been times during some of the production runs where we've had a bit of a downtime. We said to SYS, we really need to be up and running, and they were very responsive. They were, getting our machine back up and running as quickly as they could, and we were able to continue with our, production run. So from that point of view, we've been very happy with the support that they've given us. So now we've gone down the route of buying a Dimension 1200, which will give us a sort of a midway point between our U-print and our 360, but also give us the flexibility of different types of materials as well, so different colours. Kind of the message is going out across the company, if you like, that this facility is here and we can, react to any of your needs, very quickly. So, it's a positive across the board, really.
The printer, since we've had it, has run constantly. It feels like we print everything and anything. It's the flexibility, it's the change in the way we innovate that's really made a difference here. And also, I would say it's even made us create more innovative and better products, because it's opened doors. You can design, you can make parts that aren't possible any other way. We
looked at trying to have a payback period of 3 years. That would be the minimum payback period we looked at. It very quickly became apparent that actually we've paid back in a single year through the parts that we've made. It's been running 50% of the time, pretty much non-stop during that time as well. Any companies in a similar situation to us, where you need to be in an innovative environment, you're producing prototypes, trying to produce prototypes very quickly, then I absolutely would recommend going down the 3D printed route. Even if you start with a small machine and try it, absolutely go down that route. From a supplier point of view, we've had absolutely no problems with SYS. They've given us the package that we need, they've given us the support. I'd certainly recommend them to anyone else that was looking to go down the 3D printed route.